Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. Today we're going to be talking about Geetu Mohandas' second film, Moothon. Her first film, Liar's Dice, was a kind of a minimalist film, and here she moves to a form of art house maximalism. There are two timelines, two tones, two siblings, two of everything. Now, how do I describe the two zones this movie exists in? Let's just say on the one hand, you have Nivin Pauly doing what big ticket heroes typically do in big ticket movies. He walks up to us in slow motion. So, this is a movie with a hero introduction shot. This is also a movie with a mermaid. Of the two timelines, the more violent one is set in the present in the seedy streets of Kamatipura in Bombay. This is where young Mulla, played by Sanjana Deepu, who is simply wonderful, comes in search of a brother. Rajiv Ravi's wonderful cinematography records these events with an unfussy day in the life feel. We feel like a fly on the wall, but dramatically speaking, there's the feeling that we have been there, we have seen all of these things, all of these characters, like the sex worker played by Sobhita Dhulipala, who's fond of cuss words, or the child trafficker and dope peddler played by a wonderfully twitchy Shashank Arora, who again feels like an outline, a sketch of a character in a very early draft of the screenplay. But two characters keep us invested in these portions. The first is of course Mulla, the second is Bhai, played by a wonderful Nivin Pauly in a way you don't expect at all. He's big, he's beefy, he's drugged out, he's everything you don't think Nivin Pauly will typically be in a movie. A little into the movie, we get into the second storyline in a second timeline which is set in the past. In other words, we're watching a flashback in the idyllic islands of Lakshadweep. This is where the various puzzle pieces of the story begin to come together and we get a very different shade of Nivin. Geetu Mohandas stages many exquisite moments throughout the movie, but my favorite might be the way she reimagines the most cliched trope of romantic cinema, which is the close-up meeting of the eyes. All this drama plays out against the backdrop of the ritual called Kuturati, where young Muslim men slash at their bodies with knives to the accompaniment of hymns. And we get to another major character in this flashback called Amir and played by Roshan Matthew. He is mute and he communicates through sign language. The scenes with Amir and the younger Bhai are just extraordinary, as are both actors. Now, Bhai would seem like the center of the story, and indeed a more conventional storyteller would have made him the protagonist of the film. But the film chooses to come at Bhai through Mulla, and therefore we don't get as much of a hold on him as we want to. The film wants to be Bhai's journey, it also wants to be Mulla's journey. Moothon is overstuffed with drama and twists and coincidences and happy meetings right out of the Manmohan Desai universe. There are foot chases, there are car chases, there's the trope of the one last shot at redemption, and there are a host of characters that appear and disappear. So we feel at the end that the film could have used a good half hour more. But bumps and all, the journey is still worthwhile because there is always a deeply felt scene lurking around the corner, like the scene where a boat is magically filled with fish, almost like fate or destiny has granted one's desire. So Geetu Mohandas, Nivin Pauly and a whole bunch of magical scenes is what I took away from Moothon. The full review is up on the Film Companion website. If you like this video, do subscribe to Film Companion South and see you soon at the movies.